What's up, guys? Welcome back to Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, today we're going to be going to Zen Dumpling. It is a brand new restaurant that opened here in Orlando. It is about 2 months old at the time of recording, but I've tried coming here before, and unfortunately, it is just always so packed that it's over an hour wait every single time I've come. So I decided to try to come very close to their opening. So with that said, we're going to drive there today and we're going to taste some of their dumplings. Apparently, this is going to be the new favorite dumpling spot because all their dumplings are house made. None of that frozen, deep fried, or any of that. They're all house made, and you can actually watch them. Very similar to the way Walala does their noodles. They do it here like that. So with that said, I am starving, cannot wait. Let's go. Awesome, so we are here and we made it. The place looks really, really nice. I'm actually really liking this. Like I said, this is my third time coming here. Unfortunately, the last 2 times, the first time I think it was like a 2.5 hour wait. The second time was like about an hour and a half, but today it looks like we made it at a great time. It's nice and not empty, but it's about half full. So thankfully there's a lot of room, so we were able to record and be comfortable because it also gets pretty loud in here when it's packed. We're gonna look over the menu now. Danny's taking a look at it now, but I cannot wait. There's so many different items. It's mostly specialized in dumplings and boughs, but there is a lot of other items that you can get. I'm gonna try to focus on the dumplings and the boughs, but I might try to get 1 or 2 things outside of that just to kind of get the spectrum of the restaurant. So with that said, we're gonna order the food and I'll see you guys when it's out. All right, guys, so our first item is out. They highly recommended this. This right here is gonna be the stir-fried green beans. This looks really, really good. Let's go ahead and check it out and then try them out. All right, so these look really, really good. You can see some of the chili spice that's on there. We're gonna go ahead and grab one of these. I'm gonna go ahead and try it out. Hopefully it still has a nice bite to it. I think if it does, it's gonna be great. Let's go ahead and try it out. Guys, here we go. So it's nice and salty. I feel like I taste a little bit of MSG in there. Definitely fresh. I don't think that's chili. It might be, but it has like a very meaty taste to it. That is delicious. The next thing we're gonna try is their sweet and sour ribs. Take a look at these. These look absolutely phenomenal. They're also garnished very well. Let's check this out. So you can see that's a nice garnish. It has some white and black sesame seeds. But yeah, the sauce that's on it, the sweet and sour sauce, is house made. It's nice and thick on it. Ooh, I'm probably gonna get my hands dirty with this, but let's go ahead and try this out. All right, here we go. Oh wow, that's really freaking good. The sauce is perfectly coating it in a way that it's not overwhelming. You still have the pork meat on here that's the star of the dish, but then the sauce is just this perfect caramelized all around the rib. It has very sweet, like a very small tendency of sour, but then right after that, the sweetness comes in. You also have the nuttiness of the actual sesame seeds. Wow, it's way better than I thought it was gonna be. And the small piece of rib itself is not overly fatty. It all just goes together so freaking well. Wow. Hey guys, so now I wanna mix it up. We're gonna have some of the Mongolian beef first before we continue having the dumplings and things like that. Take a look at this. This looks phenomenal. Again, the garnish and presentation is beautiful. You have some nice pieces of green onion, you have white onions, and then you have these nice big fat and juicy looking chunks of the Mongolian beef. That means they are doing it right when they're making their meat. This is really freaking good. Or at least it looks really good. We're about to try it, but I could already tell it's gonna be delicious. Oh, there's also red onion in there. So there's 3 different types of onions, but let's go ahead and try this out. They do serve it with rice, but I wanna try it on its own first. All right, guys, here we go. Wow, that is amazing. I'm gonna have a little bit of the rice here because it does have a light kick of spice. The rice is really good. The Mongolian beef itself, nice and juicy, super tender, like insanely tender. It takes absolutely no force to bite through it. I could probably squish it in my mouth with my tongue and it would fall apart. And then the green onion and vegetables that are in there are perfectly cooked as well, but they still have a little bit of their crunch when you bite down. And the rice, I'm gonna be honest, it's just plain white rice. But this is so rich and savory. that honestly the rice actually complements it by taming the richness a little bit. This is really freaking delicious. Okay guys, so the next thing that we're gonna try is gonna be the chili oil wontons. This kind of reminds me of the Hunan place that we went to, but take a look at this. So they put a ton of cilantro on top for garnish. I really like the way they're decorating their dishes, because then you have this, you know, this nice deep red from the chili oil, but then you have the green that kind of does like, it makes everything stand out so much. And then you have, of course, you have the black and white sesame seeds. Nice form, they're not falling apart. Let's try it out. All right, here we go. Oh my God. So the inside of this has pork, but it also has shrimp. It's, the outside is just perfectly cooked, nice and springy and chewy. But then you have that amazing chili oil. There's umami, there's savoriness. This is amazing. And then you got a little bit of freshness and nuttiness from the sesame seeds. This is way better than I thought it was gonna be. And the chili oil, not too spicy, but it coats your tongue perfectly with this umami flavor. All right, guys, the next thing we're gonna try here are gonna be the bao bites. I'm gonna say something that might be controversial, but you guys gotta check this out. So I think it's funny that they're naming these bao bites. These look amazing, but even though they're bites here, there's a lot of other places that will sell these like the regular baos, and it's pretty funny. So I'm pretty excited with this. You have this beautiful crunch on the bottom. Let's go ahead and try it out and see how it is. Here we go. Oh my God. So the inside's stuffed really well, despite it being a small bao bite. The meat flavor in there, like that pork, is super flavorful. You have a little bit of green onion mixed into it. You have the nuttiness again from the sesame. It seems like to be a recurring thing. You have a little bit of char taste from that toastedness on the bottom. So you have amazing bites. The texture is just phenomenal. And when I bit down, it almost got all over the table. And you might be able to see some of it right there, but it just squirted out because of how juicy this is. All right, guys, now we ended up getting the pan-fried dumplings. There's two of them. There's a Shanghai and there's a beef pan-fried. I'm gonna bite into them and tell you which one's which. I think she separated them. I think this one's the beef, but let's go ahead and check it out. So I love that they do this. I personally do this when I make my dumplings at home. There's basically like a flour mixture and they fry it. Oh man, look at the juices coming out of it. Oh man, okay, I can't wait to try this. We're gonna go ahead. Look how soft that is on the top. These are all house made, none of that frozen stuff. You could actually tell just by looking at it. Oh, all the juices are coming out. Let's go ahead and try it. Here we go. So the inside is perfectly stuffed. You have a nice big ball of ground beef in there. That super juicy. I mean, even like now I do that and it's still coming out. So this is all the juices that came from this. The bottom side's nice and crispy when you bite down, and then the top is just perfectly cooked dough. This is really freaking delicious. We're gonna go ahead and try the next one. There's the Shanghai. See how it is. That dough, and look at all the, you see all the juices on there? That is so freaking delicious. You see all the seasonings in that pork. The dough's a little thick, but it's almost hugging that meat. And then again, the crispiness on the bottom, this goes together so well. This is one of the best dumplings I've had here in Orlando. That's freaking amazing, guys, honestly, wow. All right, guys, so we got the next item out. These are gonna be the soup dumplings. We ended up getting the platter, so there's different ones. I don't know exactly which one's which. We're just gonna try them as we go. I'm gonna try 3 of them, and I'm gonna give the other ones to Danny. Regardless, we'll get a good idea of how amazing these are with just 3. So, you know said, let's check this out. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the first one here. I gotta use 2 hands for this because I really don't want to break them because I do that a lot. Oh, wow. I gotta show you this. So it like peeled perfectly. We don't even have to worry about it breaking apart because sometimes when they take them out, they're so stuck to the parchment paper that it just breaks as soon as you pull it up. I was able to pull this one up completely. Look at the jiggle from all the, you could even see some of the soup that's in there. Let's go ahead and try this out. So, that dough is super thin, super soft. Let me go ahead and just get a little bit of ginger right here. Put it right on the inside. Ooh, I don't want to lose any of those juices. And then I'm gonna do what Danny, I'm gonna try to do what Danny taught me. We're gonna go ahead and put this down here. There we go. Take the chopstick, put it into the thing, and then pour a little bit of black vinegar on the chopstick itself, and it gets it perfectly into the dumpling. All right, here we go. Oh man, extremely flavorful. Oh, very rich. But then the bitterness, I guess, that comes from the vinegar, it complements it so much where you're getting these two like explosions of flavors just clashing against each other. That's some of the best soup dumplings I've had in Orlando. I'm gonna pull another one up with the spoon. I need you guys to see this. So again, usually when I try to do this, they break apart. The dough is so thin, and yet it's so, look at that. It's so fresh that you don't have to worry about it breaking apart. All right, I'm gonna just go ahead and do this real quick. Put it right on there. I'm gonna take a bite into this, and I wanna show you guys the inside though. I'm gonna try my best. Hopefully I can keep it together. You guys have to take a look at the inside of this. The filling is just, wow, out of this world. So I know they're all different. This one's pork. You have some carrots, some water chestnut in there. And look at, I've already drank most of it, and look how much more soup is in there. The dough, super thin, perfectly folded. I'm about to lose it from the spoon, but I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, but wow, this is amazing. Honestly, this, I didn't think it was gonna be this good. I'm gonna have one more. I'm gonna do the same trick with the thing, with the black vinegar and the chopstick. Just bite into it.
Wow.
Wow, I got all over my mustache and my nose. It's so freaking juicy. Thankfully, I opened it perfectly, so I don't have to worry about using the chopstick. Just pour a little bit of black vinegar in there. Oh boy, even all that squirted out. Look how much soup is left on that spoon. Has some black vinegar in there. Let's go ahead and try it out. This one kind of tastes a little bit like mushrooms, so it might be a truffle one, so. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think the only other place that's semi-comparable to this is a video that we did last year called Kung Fu Kitchen. And there, I believe they actually have Michelin recommendation. I don't think this place has it yet, but I know for a fact that if they keep this up, 100,000% they're gonna get it. This is amazing. All right guys, so now the next thing we're gonna try out is the boughs. Look how great. These are steamed boughs. You could also get them pound fried, but we wanted to kind of go traditional and get them steamed. Look at the steam coming out of these. These is just like, we're just opening them. These are just freshly made for us. But with that said, we're gonna go ahead and just try this out. I'm gonna use my hand. Normally I use my chopstick, but I mean, this looks great. All right, here we go. Oh man. So I bit into it just enough. You could see all the juices. I sucked most of it out. But look at that meat in there. Oh boy. This is like freshly made. The dough is making a huge difference between this and all the other places I've gone to. Let's go ahead and try it out and try the meat. Here we go. The meat doesn't look like it's much, but it's so perfectly seasoned. You have a bunch of things in it. I can't really taste them all. I know there's the green onion. There's a lot of fatty pieces in that beef as well. This is amazing. I love this place. All right guys, so we just finished pretty much almost all of the food, which is insane because there's really not that much left. There's like 5 dumplings left, 1 rib or 2 ribs. It's crazy. We ate almost everything. Wow, this is one of the best dumpling places I've ever been to here in Orlando. I think, like I said before, the only comparison would be Kung Fu Kitchen, and that place is always packed as well. So now you have 2 options of going to 2 different places. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know too much on the pricing. I'm a little bit inclined to say this place might be a tiny bit cheaper than Kung Fu Kitchen, but still, they're both just phenomenal taste and flavor. You have a whole bunch of like seasonings here on the table. So you have the vinegar, which we used on the boughs, or I'm sorry, on the soup dumplings. You have chili oil and you have soy sauce. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, you could use it if you want, but none of the food actually needed it. Everything was super flavorful. Nothing was too salty, everything was literally almost perfect. I'm impressed and I'm really happy with this place. This might become a regular go-to. I'm kind of upset that my wife couldn't come with me today because I think she'd really enjoy this place. With that said, guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It's really helping out the channel. We've been growing quite a lot this last 2 months and I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss any future videos. With that said, we're gonna go ahead and pack up here and head out. But guys, thank you so much. I can never say it enough. I will see you guys next Sunday. And until then, let's just keep on eating.